So how do I find slope? I subtract the y's and I subtract the x's. It's rise over run, correct? So the y's go on top. So I've got 19 minus a negative 4 over negative 17 minus a negative 10. 23 over negative 7. Doesn't matter. Either way, right? Same thing. Okay. Questions?
You have a pencil sharpener in here?
Yeah, there's one on either side of the classroom.
Oh, wow.
So same thing for this one. I'm going to subtract my y's, subtract my x's. So this time I did 20 minus 5 over negative 19 minus 13, which gives me 15 over negative 32. Is that right? Yes. Okay. So, and it doesn't simplify, so done. Questions? Everyone okay? Awesome. Next. So graph it. I need to put it in slope-intercept form, which means I need to solve for y. So I'm going to divide everything by negative 5. So I've got y equals negative 4/5 x minus 1. So my slope is negative 4/5. My y-intercept is negative 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 over 5. 4 over 5. So really quick, back to Carlos's question, so you guys know all the finished notes are on Canvas and the video links. So because you guys know I record these, right? So all the video links for the lessons are up there of me teaching this without the pauses in there. So it's just straight. Is what? Yeah. Today's a B day. So in order to get this in y equals mx plus b, I'm going to move the y. So I'm going to add y on this one. So I get y equals x plus 3. M equals 1 over 1. B equals 3. If you guys move the x's, that's fine. You can do that. You should have still ended up getting the same equation when you got done. Right? Okay, so I'm going to start at 3. And I'm going to go up 1 over 1. All the way. Draw your line. Okay.
Wait, so how the and? How did you get 1, 1?
Well, how many x's do I have?
1.
1. And how slope is a fraction, right? Rise over run. So how do you turn a whole number into a fraction? Put a 1 underneath it.
Okay.
Are you okay with that? Okay. Good question, One. Okay. So today we're going to talk about, mostly we're going to talk about horizontal and vertical lines, and how to graph them and how they're different from other lines, okay? So horizontal line is a straight line that is mapped from left to right and is parallel to the x-axis in the coordinate plane. The equation is y equals some number. I don't care what the number is, but it's just a number. There's no other variable. It's just y equals some number. That means it's a vertical line. Sorry, horizontal line. And it could be any number. Doesn't matter. The slope for this is 0. Because slope is the steepness of a line, right? And if my line is horizontal, does it have any steepness to it? No, so the slope is 0. Okay? Vertical line is a straight line that is mapped from top to bottom, is parallel to the y-axis. Its equation is x equals some number, right? And because it's a vertical line, the steepness of that line right? It's straight up and down. There's no way to define the steepness of that line. Therefore, the slope of that line is undefined. Okay, slope of a vertical line is undefined. Slope of a horizontal line is 0. So if I see an equation that says x equals some number, my slope is undefined. If I see an equation that's y equals some number, slope is 0. That's it. Okay. Next, we talked about this last time in class. What are our 4 types of slope? Who remembers? There's 4 types of slope. You can look back, that's fine. Great. Positive, negative, whew, I can't spell, negative, 0, and we already kind of talked about 0, right? 0 is a horizontal line. And undefined is a vertical line. And all the rest, positive and negative, is somewhere between, right? Horizontal and vertical. Okay? Question? We okay so far? Everyone's good. Okay, there's still people writing. It says horizontal line and vertical line. Did you go to the game last night? You were there, right?
Yeah.
For a little bit? It was it was so sad.
Yeah, y'all balled out, bro. I saw that 6'4" girl. Oh.
Y equals some number right here, right? What's my slope when I have y equals some number? 0. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Oops. She wasn't even there.
Yeah, I saw her. Should have hollered at me. I said, "You too low."
She didn't come.
No, this guy was.
She wasn't there.
She hollered at
She
me.
was with him the whole
That's what I'm
time.
saying. I was trying to help y'all, but you guys still lost.
Yeah, you know. Okay. Yeah.
Watch number 3.
So here we go. So I have to solve, to find the slope of the equation, I just have to solve for y, right? And if there's no y, I'm going to solve for x. So there's a y, so I'm going to solve for it. Add 3x to both sides. You guys need to tell me what to do. I don't need to tell you what to do. You guys can do this. Now what do I do?
So now what you want to do is simplify.
I'm solving for y, Jay. What do I do?
You minus 4y. So what you want to do?
Divide by 4. Thank you.
Sorry, like I said, my head is out of.
So now that it's y by itself, what is my slope?
Y equals 4.9. Oh,
Who said that?
0.
0. This is what type of line? It's a horizontal line. It's y equals some number, right? We just got done talking about it on this page. Okay, so let's go to the next line. I don't know why I said line. The next problem. And I don't have any y, so I'm going to solve for x. So what do I do?
Plus 2x. Plus 5x. Minus 5x.
Okay, minus 5x, sure. And what do I get?
Negative 3x?
Negative 2 equals.
Wait.
Yeah, there's 3. You're right, One. You guys are both right. Minus 7. And then what do I do?
Plus 7?
Plus 7. Awesome. And I get what?
9 equals 3x.
5?
5. Awesome.
Negative 3x?
I'm just never gonna make it.
Okay.
Just come sit up here with us.
Yeah,
And then what do I do?
my hair is gonna do that.
Divide by negative 3. Great.
Why-
And I get x equals negative 5/3. What's my slope? Undefined. Awesome. How do I know it's undefined? Because it's x equals some number, right? And we defined it on the last page. That says if I have something that says x equals something, it's undefined. How am I supposed to walk past there?
Yeah. What's the last time? The thing is he's gonna scoot in and I'll be scooting too.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Football players.
You don't label me a football player. I am a student of East High School.
Okay. What do I do now? I'm solving for y.
You want some minus 3y. No, minus 3.
I want to get the y by itself.
Minus 2.
Yeah, minus 2x. Lovely. So I'm going to get 3y equals negative 2x minus 15. Good.
Divide by 3.
Divide by 3 everywhere. And I get y equals negative 2/3 x minus 5. Great. What's my slope? I just told myself I did great. Why did I do that? Because I'm tired. Awesome. Okay. Okay. What do I do on number A? I'm going to subtract 5. Is that okay? And then I get negative x equals 7. And if negative x equals 7, what does positive x equal? Negative 7, right? Undefined. Okay, solve for the variable. Add 17. Slope. What's my slope?
0. Oh. Yeah.
Undefined. Why did he say 0?
M equals 0 sometimes.
But not on that one.
Wow.
What is my slope equal? 0. Okay. Question. Everyone okay?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Late at night.
I thought it was going to be good because Ben wasn't going to be here today.
I know. It's the girls that's talking about.
Okay. Ladies, you do know I have Javi's number, right?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Come on.
And I have Madich's number too.
I know.
Okay, in order to graph, I need to solve for the variable. So I'm going to divide by 3. And x equals negative 5. So if it's x equals negative 5, is it horizontal or vertical?
Vertical.
Vertical, good, because it's x equals, right? And it's going through x equals negative 5, so I'm going to go on my x-axis to negative 5, and I'm drawing a vertical line.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Boom, done. Is that okay? Not bad? Awesome. What is my variable that I have here?
X. Oh, F.
What is f of x? Y. F of x means y. G of x means y. H of x means y. Anything of x means y. So my variable is y. Okay? So I'm going to solve for y. I'm going to subtract 3. And I have negative y. I'm just going to substitute in y so I don't confuse myself. I know f of x is y. I'm just going to write y. Are you guys okay with that?
Yes.
Awesome. And that equals negative 1. So what does positive y equal?
1.
1. So I have y equals 1. Is that horizontal or vertical?
Vertical. I mean horizontal, sorry.
Horizontal. Yeah. If it's y equals, it's horizontal. So I'm going to go to y equals 1 and draw a horizontal line. Done. If you can just remember that y equals some number is horizontal and x equals some number is vertical, you guys have it, right? It's pretty easy. Okay, you guys go. Go. Go, Jay.
So, I finished it.
Awesome. This is y equals -3, right?
Yep.
So it's vertical at, there we go.
Oh.
That's horizontal. Wow, thanks. Yes, it's horizontal.
Why?
Divide by 2. X equals 5. This one's vertical. And I think that's 5, yeah. Ooh, I'm drawing semi-straight lines. Okay, questions? Okay, so in order to graph these, we're going to use our intercepts. We're not going to use y equals mx plus b like some people I saw already working ahead are doing. Oh. Okay, because it says graph using the intercepts. Just going to say. So in order to find the x-intercept, I set y equal to 0 and solve for x. To find the y-intercept, I set x equal to 0 and solve for y. Very simple. Okay? So glad you guys decided to work on, but you need to make sure you're reading the directions. Because we have to learn how to do this. Sometimes it's easier to solve them this way.
Oh, it's a little chilly.
It is so not chilly in here.
Oh, it is. So, can we start?
People are writing.
Oh.
Okay. So here we go. It says find the intercepts. So I'm going to find the intercepts first. X-intercept means that y equals 0. So I'm going to set y equal to 0. Wherever I have a y in my equation, I'm going to put a 0. So I've got 2x minus 3 times 0 equals -15. Or 2x equals -15, because 3 times 0 is 0. Great. Then I divide by 2. And x is going to be equal to -7.5? Yeah. -7.5. And then to find my, so there's my x-intercept. Great. And then I'm going to find my y-intercept. My y-intercept is when x is 0. So wherever there's an x in my equation, I'm going to put a 0. So I've got 2 times 0 minus 3y equals -15. So 2 times 0 is? 0. So I've got -3y equals -15. Divide by -3. Y equals +5. Are you okay with that? So my y-intercept is 0, 5. So then it says graph using the intercepts. This is the easiest thing. I'm going to put 2 points on my graph. I'm going to put my x-intercept and my y-intercept. So my x-intercept is at -7.5, which is halfway between -7 and -8. And I'm going to put 0, 5. And I'm going to connect the two with a line. Okay, questions? Not too hard, right? Okay. So let's go to number 2, and we're going to do the same thing. So if my y is 0, that means I'm going to have -3x equals -15. Everyone okay with that step? All I did is take my y term out, right? Because 5 times 0 is 0. Do I need to write that out there? Everyone okay with that? Okay. So then I'm going to divide by -3. And x is going to equal +5 again. And then I have my y-intercept, where my x equals 0. So this time my x term is going to be 0, so I'm going to end up with 5y equals -15. Divide by 5, y equals -3. So I have my two intercepts. And I graph them.
Boy, to find the y-intercept, you set x to what?
0.
X,
Oh, no. Yeah.
x to 0.
Y equals -3.
And then to find x, you set x. No, wait. How do you find the x-intercept? Set
Hold
y to
on.
0?
There we go. Okay? So you guys have... Oh, go ahead.
Or 2. 1 or 2. I
2.
have A all day, that's why.
I have granola bars if you guys are hungry.
Can I get one, please?
Yeah.
Grab your own. Grab your own.
Here you go, bro.
Just don't leave my room a mess.
Can you come check my answers?
I'm going to go over them right now so you can see. Okay? Okay, so x-intercept. Is where my y equals 0.
Oh, my bad, Ode. My bad.
Oh, it's all good, bud.
Who's that?
Your mom?
Huh?
No.
Who that is? Why are you linking up with some freshmen?
No one was that.
Granger?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he showed up.
Oh, thank you.
Putting all of the eraser dust on his stuff.
Just take a picture of Sophie.
Took a picture of the board.
Wow.
Any No. She's just understanding.
Yeah, because you guys are talking. I'm not talking over you.
She swiped up on our story second. I guess so. Friends with her? I'm gonna see what that's
Yeah. Do my eyes look like they're still sleepy?
You offer to a defense.
Hey, pay attention, bro. Hey. Now.
You need all this?
Fresh it up.
So it's a 4 and 1 was
Sure.
That. Oh.
Any questions?
I like Polynesian only. Yeah. No questions.
See how that
Whoa, what is your y say? Negative.
9.
Let's go.
Sorry. Is that better?
Five.
Yeah, so it's just y equals 1. So then you can take your.
Like, really? You don't have to do that 0 thing if you know which one you're doing, huh? Because you could just, when
Right.
it just zeroes it out.
Right,
So
'cause
you
it makes
just
a zero.
always take it out the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I did the 2 zeros, that was confusing me.
Yeah, it just
But
takes
then I
out that
realized
letter.
It's just like, if you're solving for x, the y is a 0.
Yeah.
If you're solving for y,
The
x
X
is
is,
0.
yeah,
Like no matter what.
right, no matter what. Yeah. Okay. Last page. How do I determine if an equation is linear? So, a linear equation looks like,
Oh.
so if they're in the form of this, y equals mx plus b, it's linear. Y equals some number, it's linear. X equals some number, it's linear, right? Those are all linear forms of an equation. Notice it's all solved for y, right? Not linear would be y equals x to some power, right? Doesn't matter what power it is. Y equals the square root of x, not linear. Y equals some number over x, not linear. Y equals a logarithm, not linear. Anything that's not in this form, not linear. Okay? So, I mean, over the last couple years, you guys have done tons of equations that are not linear. Okay? So it has to be of one of these forms. Y equals mx plus b, y equals some number, or x equals some number in order for it to be linear. So what we're going to do on the last, cross that one off. It's the same as number 1, so I need to fix it. We're just going to decide whether the equation's linear, and then if it is, we're going to find the slope. So you guys tell me what to do. What am I doing on number 1 first?
Distribute.
Distribute what?
7 into 2x,
So what do I get?
14x, minus 28. 3y equals 14x minus 28.
And then?
Wouldn't you wanna add 28? Minus 14x. Or minus 3y.
Divide by 3.
See, Miss Campbell, I know what I'm doing until that happens.
Is this linear or not linear? Linear.
Linear.
Because it's in the form y equals mx plus b, right? What's my slope?
0.
14 over 3. Beautiful.
Wait, why?
Because it's in the form y equals
Oh,
mx.
Yeah.
What's my slope? The number with
Yeah,
x,
M.
right? Okay. Questions? Number 2. What do I do to get y by itself?
Y by x what? X, just x.
So divide by just x. And what do I get? 10 over x. Linear, not linear?
Not linear.
Not linear. Remember, anything divided by, if it's not in that form, it's not linear. So I don't have to find the slope, not linear. Number 2,
3.
what am I going to do? Thank you. Number 3, what am I going to do first?
So you see that there's a F.
It's an f of x. What is f of
Y.
x? Great. So what am I going to do first? Solve for y.
Y.
Minus 2
Minus 2.
x by 8. So 4y equals 2x plus 8.
Nice of you. So y is going to equal what?
Over
Wait,
4.
wait.
Minus 2x.
What's 2 over 4?
1/2.
There we go. And what's 8 over 4?
2.
Great. Is linear, non-linear?
Linear, sorry.
Slope.
1/2.
Close.
Oh, sorry.
Negative 1/2. Good. Okay, you have.
You ain't even going on the weekend? Sheesh. I'm a grown man. Over here doing homework.
What are you gonna do in college? Linear, not linear?
Marry my wife.
Oh, honey, you do homework in college.
Oh, honey. I know.
What's your slope? It's undefined.
Oh.
Remember, it's x equals.
Oh, yeah.
Are we doing that too?
Find the slope. It said find the slope if it's linear. Okay, B. Divide by 4, right? So I have g of x, or y. You can write it y. I don't care. 6/4 x squared. Linear, not linear? Done. Okay. So really quick, before you guys don't notice this, look at the bottom of the page. What does it say?
Study for checkpoint.
Study for checkpoint. Next class period. I don't care if it is the weekend. We have a checkpoint 1-3 through 1-5. Okay? It's just how it falls. Sometimes it happens. Be prepared. Beginning of class, next class period, checkpoint. Okay?